guess it's about 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. Don't know if you can tell, it's pretty foggy. My goal today is to set up a couple trail cams and I want to fly the drone a little bit, look over some areas and stuff. Gorgeous day. Got out here early because it's supposed to rain at some point today. 50% chance of rain anyways. So saw some deer coming in, a couple does, one buck. That's always a good sign. I love seeing animals out here. Going back out to the area where I went last time, where I found what was left of the remains of a dead deer. And there's a really good game trail, and I want to set up my cameras in that area to see what is working that trail, and maybe I'll see a predator that killed that deer. I don't know. So I'm gonna set those up. I'll probably keep them out for a week. I was gonna set up audio too, but the more I think about it, that's a lot of work to go through all that. Saw something. Definitely saw something move from my right to the left. But it was a couple 100 yards way back there. But it was definitely, could have been a deer. But it was fast. It was taking home the mail, whatever it was. I don't know if I get you guys a good right through there. Right through there. Something moved way back there, from right to left. I try to come in and not make a whole lot of noise with my car and stuff. So gorgeous out here. It's very quiet. I tried to pull over because when I first got out here, there's a barbed wire fence that separates the road and the preserve, and I saw a woodpecker sitting on the barbed wire fence I had never seen before. It's just it literally looked identical to that bird in Australia that was at the kookaburra or whatever. It looked just like that, except tiny. Probably I don't know, 5 inches tall. You know, it wasn't very big, and it was just sitting there looking down. So I stopped, but by the time I could get my camera set and ready to go, it was gone. You can see it's hear a dog. I gotta find that game trail. So, I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna work my way around and see if I can find, I wonder if that's it right there. It's a really good trail too. if that was it. Let me show you. It's coming from there. You can see it. But I don't think that's the one that I found. So, all right, well, I'm gonna look for this game trail, and then once I found it, I'll come back to you guys. Found that trail. A little bit of hog activity right there. Taking it pretty cautiously. Last thing I want to do is spook a hog. This is the most hog damage I've seen out here. It broke that log right in half. So the last thing I want to do is spook one of them. This is the area though where I want to put the trail cam. I'm thinking maybe that tree right there. Because there's that, where the bones, I first spotted the bones. There's like a trail that goes through there too. If y'all remember that, that's where I found the bones. That's a pile of hair right there. So I'm thinking about putting one in this area, because definitely hogs are coming through here, deer, and if it's a game trail that's utilized a lot, I think a predator would look at it as well. So, and I think that's what happened to that deer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up on this tree right here. And it gives me a pretty good view. So, all right, what I'll do is set up my tripod. That way y'all can see me set everything up. These are new trail cams too. This is the first use, so I'm crossing my fingers. I got all the settings right, the way I want them. And we capture something, you know. Even some wildlife would be good for a first run. I went really basic with the with the trail cams, and they were like 2 for $75. But I wanted something that was not rechargeable, because I didn't want to use lithium. You know, it's just one of the things that people say, that bears smell the lithium and they'll come up and destroy your cameras. So I wanted to go with something that was just alkaline. So that's what I got. But it shoots video and pictures, and I set it for both, so it would be interesting to see what I catch on video. I set it for 20 seconds worth of video. So, but it's got night vision and everything else, so see what happens. Boy, it's awfully quiet out here. I mean, you hear some bugs, but there's no movement, there's no wind. It's very, very quiet. So, all right, well, let me get set up and we'll get these trail cams hung. All right. This is trail cam. Nice, small, compact, lightweight. So if I did everything right, that one's set up and ready to go. All right, I'm gonna, should be recording me right now because it's got a pretty wide view. So, all right, so let's set up a second spot and get that one set up. Here's that area. You can see all the hair, ribs. You get drug out here. Jawbone. That bone is broken. Something's come back because this leg has been picked clean. And last week he still had the hooves and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking about that tree right there. I don't want a whole lot of stuff in front of me, but I want it hidden enough that's the hard part, is trying to find the right spot. Because where this deer was, final resting spot where it was devoured, is right on a main trail. Now I don't know how active it is. I've never seen anybody over here, but I don't want my camera visible where somebody sees it and wants to take off with it. Because I know occasionally the county, but you can see the trail marks from vehicles because they're the only ones that have access out here. Man, I wish I was young and I could climb a tree. I put this sucker looking down. That would definitely catch something off guard. Look at these mushrooms here. Check this out. Wish I knew something about mushrooms. All right, so there is a spot over there. Maybe I'll do that spot because it's right on a main trail, main game trail that I found today. I didn't find it last time. I found it today. Maybe I'll just set a second camera up down there. All right, well, let me grab my gear and I hear talking. But I also hear a crane. All right, well, anyways, I'm going to set the other trail cam. I'll set up and you can watch me do that. Then I'm hoping this fog will lift. It looks like it's lifting pretty fast. Then I'll get the drone up and fly around, get a really good idea of this area that I got the camera set up at. You know, because last time I was here, it was the first time I'd been in this area. But after finding that kill, I was like, that had to have been done by a predator. I mean, that's a large doe. I want to say doe because I didn't find any antlers or anything like that, but all right, well, let me get it done. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, got it set up. See it right here. Set up the second one. So hopefully we catch something. So, all right. I don't know, that's a little weird, but did I hear that knock? Did I hear that knock? happened so fast I don't know what direction it came from. Hope I caught that. Hope I caught that on video. That was a loud knock. Just one time. I wish the sun was up higher enough. That's kind of strange. Stack of wood. And it's all pointing in the same direction. Stack of wood. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's weird. It's just all laid the same way, same direction. I mean, I can understand 1 or 2, but 7? A lot of mushrooms. That's where those 7 are laying down, and I got a tree brick right here, branch here, and a branch here. This is, okay, so you can see it's 2 branches. It was a V. This has to be one of them way over here going across. Just heard something. There's something in the woods behind me. Came from behind me, so somewhere in this direction, and it sounded like tapping, but not like woodpecker pecking. It was more like tapping. So anyways, back to what I was saying. You can see where that branch is, and it's on top of this pine. But it had to have broken from that over there, so I don't know how it got over here. I keep hearing something back there. can see where that thing. I don't know. Weird break. Weird break. I wonder if I get something behind me. I get some noise. It's in that direction right there. First it was some tapping, then it sounded like something moving through the brush. That's one thing about palmettos, is you can't go through them quietly. I don't care who you are. That's why I try to avoid going into the palmettos. Sorry about the camera, guys. I'm carrying a lot of stuff in my hands. Still got the drone. I haven't flown that yet. It's quiet. Some distant birds. That's about it. Humidity is really hot. It's supposed to rain a little bit. All right, well, gonna walk around for a little bit, see if I hear something. I'm glad I was recording at the time that I heard that knock coming into this area. I keep hearing something. All right, well, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Okay, that's really weird. My camera just came on by itself. As soon as I disconnected from you guys, I was putting stuff away, and I literally haven't left the area. I get about one step, and the camera just came on its own, all by itself. So it is really weird. Why would they do that? That is really strange. I wasn't doing anything except looking up and about to start walking. All right, well, I'm going to shut it off again. See what happens. Okay, guys. I just got another knock. And then some kind of vocal behind me. I was looking at what was possibly a print, and I wasn't recording at the time. I was just looking at it to see if it was worth videotaping, because it's really hard. It looks just like the grass was pushed down. And while I was bent over, I heard a knock, so I stood up, and then I heard some kind of weird mumble, and it's all coming from that same area as earlier, where I found that little tree break, and I was pointing in the direction. It's coming off in that direction over there. I don't know. I'm a little on edge now. But when I go in an area, I try not to take the same way back out. That way I don't mistake any of my prints for any other prints. And but I found this. I'll show it to you. It's very difficult to see. That's it. Right there. it looks like a heel, and then it goes up to here and then comes back down. But it's kind of hard to get. It's a lot larger than my foot. But like I said, it's just hard when it's in that kind of and stuff like that. But that's what I was looking at when I got that knock. So I'm not far from the main trail now. I don't know, 50 yards. I came back here, I don't know, a couple 100 yards, walking around following a game trail. So since it's only 50 yards, I'll keep this recording and see if we catch it again. All right, let's start. That's a weird tree. A lot of squiggly line branches, huh? I don't know what kind of tree that is. See, that's another one that kind of looks like an impression. But man, they're in this crap. So, see, you can see the ground I'm walking on. It isn't really conducive to prints. Small little arch. You can tell it's this branch. These are the ones that draw my interest, because you can see where that's been broken, that branch right there. And it's laid across this small arch. And there's a lot of activity in here. I mean, granted, could a branch fallen and pin that down? Sure. Absolutely. You know, I don't know. I got a theory. I mean, one thing I can prove is freaking arches are not portals. I wish people would quit saying that. I found a really good one time at this other location, and I put it on video. I just walked in and out of it, in and out of it, in and out of it. You know, so like I'm not going anywhere. But I think if they are a marker, I literally always find them by game trails, and this is definitely in a very active area, and that's what I'm following is a game trail. And sure enough, there's a small arch. So I think it's more or less a hunting marker, maybe. I mean, that's just my theory. I have no proof of that. But that's what I think it is. It's marking you know, good hunting areas and stuff like that, or reminding them where a good animal trail is. Because this is a weird area. I've just, like I said, since I've been over here, I've had a couple of knocks. A weird thing that sounded kind of like maybe a vocalization, but I don't think I caught that. I have to go back and review everything. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Alright, well, still haven't worked my way out of this area yet. I keep getting stopped by stuff. So I saw that. Because like I said, I'm taking a different way out. And, oops, sorry. Like I said, I saw that arch being held down by those branches right there. It's a small arch, but I've seen small ones before. There was one me and Jimmy found a couple years ago that was 100% held down. That video is out there if you want to look at it. It's really good, where Jimmy actually hits the branch that was holding the thing down, and it was not budging. And it was a small arch, you know. And again, it was an area that, due to a game trail, kind of drew us in there. I thought I heard another knock, but I'm not sure. I was talking. But it seems like every time I turn my back, well, what I'll do is, here's the main trail. What I'll do is, because I'm starting to get tired, been out for a little bit, I'm going to get back to the vehicle and launch the drone from there. I was going to launch it out here, but all right, back to the main trail. So I'll launch it, and what I'll do is I'll go over this area that I was just in and see if I see anything. Might get lucky, or maybe because this backpack is heavy. If y'all noticed, I haven't been wearing a backpack lately. I've been wearing a leg rig, so I am carrying a lot of stuff. It's just it's on my hip and leg to give my shoulders a break and stuff like that, because this bag is pretty heavy, and it gets the wearing on your lower back and your neck and stuff like that. So I've kind of been giving it a break. I have no idea how vast it is out here. I mean, these trails go for miles. But all right, well, I'm gonna head back to the car, unload, and then launch the drone, see what we can see from there, and maybe we get lucky. Who knows? That's what it's all about, based on, is luck anyways. Gotta have some luck. Right place at the right time. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.